Welcome to my channel, guys. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Now you're probably wondering why I'm wearing these glasses. These actually belong to my granddaughter, and she asked me this question before I left the house. She said to me, "Nan, can you please wear these when you make your video?" And I stood there and, you know, I didn't know what to say to her. And so I just stood there and thought, okay, so why am I going to wear those? And she goes, because I want you to wear them for me on your video, and I want to see the video when you come back. So I was like, okay, alright. I said to her, okay then, I will do that. And I said, but there's something that you have to do for me. And she goes, oh no. I said, it's okay. It's easy, it's simple. And she said, what is that? And I said, you vacuum your room, make your bed, tidy everything up, and I will do that for you. I will wear these glasses for you on my video. So hence, here I am, and anyway, so I didn't want to disappoint her. I didn't want her, you know, thinking, oh, you know, Nan's not going to do it, she won't do it. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this for her, and if she can do for me, you know, what I asked of her, then I will wear these glasses for her. Alright guys, alright, that's it. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, please rock the like and subscribe for your girl, would really appreciate that. Also check out the description box down below where you'll find all the links, one to our Jedi Galactic Soul family and Telegram group, and also a link there to Ismail Perez's website where you can go and check out his courses, which I think he's got a course coming up on the 15th of July, and it's $150 for 4 weeks, so go and check that out. And also you can purchase one of his books, either one or both, you know, The Secret Government or Our Cosmic Origin. And also there are links there for 2 meditations. You can do either one or both, up to you. Alright, so I've got an article that I would like to share with you guys. So we are going to delve deep into that, and I hope you guys got something out of the 2 videos that I did. I did a first one, Hollow Earth, and the second part, because it was a very long one, so it could have been about an hour 40 minutes or hour 30 minutes, and so I had to sort of like, okay, I needed to do one part first and then do the next part. Alright, but yeah, alright, there's one more thing I just want to do before I get started, so that you guys can see me. I need to put on a light, just in case it might be a bit dark in here. And it kind of seems to get that way at times because we're in our winter, and so it gets a little bit darker faster here. Okay, let's plug that in and switch that on. There we go. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to share this article with you guys, and I hope you get something from this. Also, remember, only take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Yeah. Oh, before I get started on that, I would just like to talk about a live that was just done a night ago. And you know, the thing is that I really appreciate all the hard work that Ismail Perez does. He invites a lot of guests, right? And he has so much patience, so much respect, and you know, he is just very humble, has true humility. He gets all different kinds of, you know, characters that come onto his life, do an interview with him. And, you know, sometimes we may not resonate with some of the guest speakers that he has on. And we can tend to get a little triggered at some of his guest speakers. But let me tell you something, you know, even if we don't resonate with them, even if we don't click with them, or maybe they look a certain way, maybe we don't like the way they look, or anything like that, let me just tell you something. I appreciate with just so much deep respect for Ismail Perez to invite his guest speakers, because even though, you know, there may be a few grey areas, patchy areas with the guests that he invites onto his show to do an interview with. I mean, some of us may not like them, some of us might. But let me tell you something. The thing is that if we don't resonate, there is no need for us to get triggered by the fact that we don't resonate with maybe one or two of his guests that he brings on. Okay? The fact is that we're there to support Ismail and his channel. And, you know, whether we resonate with his guest speaker or not, you know, my guides said to me, you need to share this. You need to, you know, bring it in your videos. When you create a video, you need to share this message. Because even though we may not resonate with some of the things that, you know, other people bring and speak their truth, and maybe they have a different belief system or something like that, you know, they might have a different belief system, a different truth, a different opinion, a different, you know, analogy or a certain way of expressing themselves. But here's the thing that my guides and my team, you know, got into a little meeting with me this morning after my meditation. They said to me, you may not resonate with some of them, or you might. But the one thing that we all have in common is that we are all on the same page when it comes to bringing the truth and exposing the BS, right? And we are all in that same boat together. We are all on the same page. We all have one common goal, okay? And that common goal is to bring the truth, be the disclosure, bring the wisdom, bring the insight, bring a message of, you know, truth to the collective. That's what we all are doing right now. So a lot of us may not resonate, may not like, you know, might get picky. Oh, I don't like them because they look a certain way, or because she said this. And let me honestly say, my guides even said to me, there is no reason to come to Ismail Perez's defense. We don't have to do that. If somebody that he interviews, right, says something that we sort of like get in our ego just a little bit, get a little bit triggered, alright? Somebody said something in his interview that we don't agree with. It doesn't mean that we click out. It doesn't mean that we step out and say, well, I'm not watching this anymore. Da 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 da. The thing is, you're missing out on your guides speaking through those people as well. You're missing the message. Okay? We don't need to come to Ishmael Perez's defense. I mean, he's already said to us that, you know, he invites everybody on, and it doesn't even bother him what they say about him. It doesn't even bother him what people say. It doesn't bother him what some of the followers from the people that he interviews say about him. It does not shift him or bother him. Why? It's because he's highly spiritually evolved. He's in higher frequency energy vibration. And when you are in higher, say 5D higher states of consciousness awareness, nothing can touch you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we don't need to, you know, get on over and be just get in our feels and emotions about anything like that. Alright? So give them a chance, right? We need to give them a chance to bring that message, whatever message that they're bringing, whatever they're teaching, his guest speakers that come on and things like that. We need to give them a chance because your guides are coming through them. They're bringing a message through those people. Alright? So I had to share that with you guys because my guides weren't going to let me get away with this one. I just had to bring it to you and share that. And yeah, so there you go, guys. Alright? So let's just always be, you know, open the door, allow his guest speakers the platform to share what they want to share with us, and let's just be supportive to Ishmael Perez's channel and to Ishmael, right? Because our brother is working so hard to bring in these guest speakers, and all he needs from us is to support him, stand by him, and just be there, alright? We don't have to come to his defense. We don't have to do anything like that, alright? Just be there, you know, to support him and spread the love, right? That's what we got to do. Just spread the love. Alright. I mean, easy. Alright, I was going to bring that message to you guys with those glasses on, but I thought no, because, you know, it was a really important one. Okay, here we go. Let's delve into this article that I've got. And yeah, now remember I said about using your own discernment. Alright, take what only resonates for you, and do your own research and homework, okay? Alright, and this one is Galactic Federation of Light. We also know that it is Galactic Alliance now, so the name has changed. It could be Galactic Federation of Worlds, etc, etc. So this is FlagShip Nibiru. So if it's either pronounced Nibiru or Nibiru. Alright. So Nibiru is the 4th dimensional flagship of the Milky Way galaxy, Galactic Federation. And like many different civilizations, have representatives that live aboard it. As well as being a Federation flagship, Nibiru is also a planet and a battle star. Nibiru is a little over 3 times the size of Earth. Nibiru was originally a planet that was thrown out of orbit with the explosion of Sirius B. It wound up in the Pleiades and therefore is known to some as Pleiadian planet. Nibiru became a starship when it was converted from a near lifeless form, hollowed out and turned into a ship. You could liken it in some ways to the space station on the TV show called Deep Space Nine. The only difference is that Nibiru travels the galaxy. That is why the people live inside of it instead of on the surface. Another reason is that it was created for deep space travel, where there would be no sun for many years. In a way, you could say that it is an artificial planet. Only the shell is original. Nibiru is a battle star because it was outfitted for war with ships and heavy weapons. When negotiations fail, Nibiru is capable of waging war to defend itself against attack. It also uses the same weapons to defend planets and races against attack when authorized to do so. So what color is Nibiru? Nibiru is a red planet with gold hue. As a result, it appears as a bright yellow gold star when seen from Earth. Nibiru brightness is due in part to the gold dust suspended in its atmosphere. This gold dust is used to maintain the atmosphere of Nibiru and fill the holes in its atmosphere that were caused by an atomic missile fired at it during the last Great Galactic War, in which it was involved and seriously crippled. The gold repels radiation from space and keeps the people inside the ship from dying. By the way, this was the same war in which Meldic was destroyed by Nibiru after the opposing forces had destroyed the colonies on Mars, Venus and Earth. The biosphere of Mars and Venus were also destroyed, along with their colonies, leaving both planets a wasteland. In ancient times, Nibiru was symbolized as an 8-pointed star, mostly due to its brightness. The Egyptians called it the bright star of the crossing. So does Nibiru have rings? Yes, Nibiru has rings, much like those of Saturn. It uses them as a sort of population system. It uses them as a sort of propulsion system. They propel Nibiru through space. The rings move in opposite directions from each other and up and down like wings. But the wings move in opposite directions. So why do some people call Nibiru a red comet? This is due to the fact that Nibiru has an orbit and for a time was restricted to that orbit when it was overtaken in 2000 BC. Other than that, Nibiru appears to be in orbit because it circles the galaxy. But it can break from its normal rotation whenever it is needed for a particular assignment that would take it out of that orbit. Once again, we must look at the historical orientation of the people making this claim. It can very well come from a time when their ancestors knew Nibiru to be in a stationary orbit, just like the other planets of our solar system. They are accurate in their claim, but only it pertains to that specific time frame. It does not apply in general. Is Nibiru a brown dwarf? Many scientists are speculating that Nibiru is a dark star or a brown dwarf. A brown dwarf is a star that never accumulated enough mass to ignite. Nibiru may be classified as a brown dwarf because it was either a planet or a star before it was expelled from the Sirius star system with the implosion or explosion of Sirius B. Since I am not sure which one it was, I have no problem with scientists labeling it a brown dwarf. They can only work with what they know at the present time. Time will tell which one it is. As Nibiru comes closer, it will create a heyday of confusion and radical theories as scientists and mankind in general grapple with the mystery. It will be just one more way in which Nibiru will play a role in mankind's awakening to all there is. Who lives on Nibiru? There are many races and civilizations presented in the population aboard Nibiru. Some are more predominant than others. Some are humanoid, some reptilians, some insectilians, some android, etc. Some are even like hairy apes, and there are literally hundreds of races and hybrid varieties represented in the population of Nibiru. Once again, I reference Deep Space Nine and also Star Trek. Each group of beings have living areas that simulate their natural environment. That again. For example, the dolphin representatives live in an aquatic environment, while the reptilians live in a hot and humid environment. The humans live in an environment much like ours on Earth. The octopus-like beings live in tanks made especially for them, and so on. Since Nibiru is almost 4 times the size of the Earth, there is plenty of room to move. Some groups have developed into entire civilizations as a result and don't return to their home worlds as often as others. And just like in your country, there are factions within these races with differing agendas. Some work for the betterment of all and some do not. One faction may be in conflict in a particular race and others of that race are not. They have disagreements and prejudice, positive qualities and do not desirable qualities, and not so desirable qualities, just like us. Do these different races have family members on Earth and those channels sharing information with us? Yes. Yes, this is where a lot of the confusion comes from. For example, there are a few channels that are receiving information that Nibiru wants to talk over Earth, or wants to take over Earth and enslave humans. In that case, one must ask, which individual group channeling from the starship Nibiru wants to do that? Everyone on Nibiru wants to do it. It is like saying the Ku Klux Klan represents all of the white people on Earth, and therefore all the whites want to destroy the blacks or the Asians or the Native Americans and every other culture and race of which the KKK does not approve. These channels are getting information from their individual groups aboard Nibiru. It does not mean that one group's beliefs and agendas represent all of the population of Nibiru. Just like the Nazis, views and agendas don't represent those of the entire Aryan population of Earth. Yes, there are small groups aboard Nibiru that want to take over Earth, and they are mostly, but not all, reptilians. But they in no way represent the majority of people on Nibiru, nor Nibiru's prime directive for Earth. There are also small groups of people here on Earth that want to take over Earth. Sorry. There are small groups of people here on Earth that want to take over Earth. I reference the James Bond movies, but does that mean that they represent all of our views? If we can stop thinking of other planets and civilizations as all bad, with only one agenda or belief system, then we will end a lot of the fear that is generated because of this all or nothing way of thinking. And let's keep these channeled agendas in perspective. It is not that they are incorrect, it is that they represent the agendas and beliefs of only a certain group. So if a group is saying that there is a whole planet wanting to take over Earth, it is best to ask who on that planet is wanting that takeover, instead of just assuming it means everyone. So what is Nibiru's purpose? Well, Nibiru has many purposes. Number 1, peacekeeping. Nibiru's main overall purpose is that of a galactic peacekeeper. As a peacekeeper, Nibiru's duties are many. One of the most important duties is to move around the galaxy and negotiate treaties and alliances among many evolving and advanced races. This includes negotiating peace between warring races. And number 2, genetic upgrade. Negotiating peace sometimes involves using the laboratories aboard Nibiru to create new hybrid races. These new races and the genetic upgrades involve, in some cases, provided the means to end wars, since many wars were started over genetics. Just like children need to learn to share, so do evolving races. And races that are ready to be introduced into the galactic community, genetic upgrading is facilitated through processing being sent to the planet. That is why there are many people who are writing books on DNA recording, providing various process and also facilitating workshops to provide training and support. The beings who send the information will in most cases be GF, Galactic Federation members, and also have starseed children on Earth that they are attempting to assist. This also explains why there are many different techniques being given for DNA recording. Each race has a particular genetic makeup, and recoding their DNA may require certain processes that are not needed by other races. But in all cases, some things are the same. Emotional clearing is the key to DNA recording, and that holds truth for every race represented on Earth. Number 3. Please rock that like, guys. The Galactic Federation mission control planetary ascension programs. Though the main operations of any planetary ascension plan are located at the GF headquarters in the Sirius star system, having a orbiting satellite office makes carrying out the many tasks involved much easier and efficient. Since Nibiru's orbit traverses our galaxy and is the GF's key flagship, it is the perfect location for organising and carrying out ascension programs for planets and civilizations connected to the GF. Since most of the planets in our galaxy and seeded by Federation member races that may or may not be in close proximity to that planet, having a starship available to carry out critical tasks such as genetic upgrading is vital to success. Earth's ascension program is being coordinated through Nibiru, with each starseed race having representation on and in many councils of Nibiru. With the councils working together to complete our ascension plan, we are in good hands and can rest assured that every measure is being taken to protect and ensure our success and eventually entry in the galactic neighborhood. And number 4, the Mission Control Center for Starseeds and Walk-ins. Wow, now it's getting really interesting. I'm just kidding. It's all interesting information. It's great information, you guys. Please only take what resonates for you. The Mission Control for Starseeds and Walk-ins. Among many responsibilities of Nibiru is that of training, support and guidance for walk-ins and starseeds. For walk-ins, Nibiru provides mission plans and assigns support staff to watch over and protect the soul being sent to Earth. Alright, well, I'm learning that right now, that I am powerfully and divinely protected as a walk-in. Alright, I'll just read that again. Among the many responsibilities of Nibiru is that of training, support and guidance for walk-ins and starseeds. For walk-ins, Nibiru provides mission plans and assigns support staff to watch over and protect the soul being sent to Earth. For starseeds, they are given guidance on which templates are to be created to assist their home worlds in their spiritual evolution to the next step. There is much more to this, but suffice it to say that the beautiful settings with moving sidewalks, the slender Grecian like columns, and the singing telepathic dolphins, some of which walk upright. It is the setting on Nibiru where the walk-ins and starseeds are trained. Though this is common among Grey and Zeta abductees, and the ships are different, Nibiru also has most often this setting. This is a very serene setting with music and otherworldly colours, very peaceful. So who is in control of Nibiru? Nibiru receives its orders from a central command of the Galactic Federation's Greater Nibiru Council. The Greater Nibiru Council, as we have discussed before, was established to handle the management duties and responsibilities of the GF. This includes giving assignments to various Federation starships, of which Nibiru, though the GF's flagship, is only one. This means that whenever Nibiru is sent on assignment to a planet or star system, it was sent there by order of the GF Nibiru. It was sent there by order of the GF. Nibiru is, in essence, a field office, just like Deep Space Nine was a field office of the Galactic Federation in the TV show. So what role does Nibiru play in our ascension? Nibiru remains our trigger for awakening. Once it gets close enough to us, uncloaks and shows itself, it will bring about a universal shift in consciousness. Mankind will then wake up to the fact that they are not alone in the universe and will begin to search for the reason and purpose behind this great planet ship. It is then that the ancient knowledge suppressed by the religious and governments of Earth in order to control the people will come to light. Mankind's true identity will be made known to them, and they will have the opportunity to embrace it on a global scale. Nibiru's effects are already being felt. Due to its massive size, Nibiru is already affecting our weather, our planetary frequency, and our sun. Nibiru is affecting our sun because of the pressure being exerted by its mass moving closer to us. It is creating pressure on the sun. This pressure is like squeezing a tomato until it begins to rupture. These ruptures are the solar, much like going from a 75 watt bulb to a 150 watt bulb. The changes our DNA and activates the dominant or dormant codes within it to begin the transmutation of our bodies from carbon-based to crystalline-based. Though uncomfortable, this transmutation is necessary to move into higher dimensions, i.e. 5D. So where is Nibiru now, and when will it return? When will it return? Nibiru is in our solar system and headed towards Earth on a route or routine run through our galaxy. That is why we are feeling its effects. NASA and other government groups know this very well. Nibiru was first spotted by our scientists back in 1987. We have been feeling its effects since 1996. As for when it will return, I will state again that it is up to us. Nibiru is waiting on us to get our heads out of the sand, so to speak, and accept that we are not alone in the universe. When enough people have reached this level of understanding, Nibiru will uncloak and reveal itself. So, once again, we are in charge of when it will occur. Nibiru is there to serve us and assist in our ascension. That is why the GF is sending it to this remote little corner of the galaxy. It is time for us to move up to the galactic citizenship. Nibiru is here to help us like it helps all other planets going through the same process, and will continue to do so for many millions of years to come. And who knows, perhaps one day you'll be on that ship, en route to the next planet, ready to ascend. Wow, that is just amazing information, guys. I hope you got a lot of good out of that. I really enjoyed that, and you know, once again, only take what resonates for you guys, alright? But that was just fantastic, and a lot of these articles that I find is to bring an awakening, bring an activation, right, of your light codes, your blueprints, right, and bring an awakening of remembrance, okay? So please only take what resonates for you, and also do your own homework, do some research, just you know, go out and see if you can find what you need to get from it. And also, if you have questions, right, about things like this, bring them to Ishmael Perez's live. Ask him. Write those questions down and just ask him and fire away. Okay, guys, so that's all I have for you right now, but thank you for watching, thank you for being here. And again, you know, don't forget to check out the description box down below. All the links are there. Come to our Galactic Jedi Soul family. Come and join us in our house. There are amazing starseeds in there, and they're just sharing so much awesome information. And they will even roll out the red carpet for you and make you feel at home and welcome. Alright, so that's about it, guys. So, alright, guys, finally, that is it. Alright, I love you. I thank you for being here. Thank you for your continued support. And yeah, as my sister Leah said, no crying on YouTube. Alright, I love you guys. Alright, have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video. I appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares and everybody who watches. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste, everyone. Namaste. Bye, guys. See you later. Bye.